Holy moly. This would have to be one of the biggest helicopters that I've flown in a hunting trip. Goodness gracious. And all the gear being loaded into the back. Woo, yeah baby. This is where being economy sized is a plus.
River, first period, dropping off the first Crusty Demons, and Hannibal Hayes is going to put little Red and I over into McDonald Creek. So, wow, what a spectacular day, spectacular ride in. We're bloody pumped, we're excited. Awesome. We're here.
How fantastic is that, eh?
Wow.
Whoa.
That was worth the price of admission, wasn't it? Man.
Oh, pretty incredible. What a day.
You don't get too many days like this, I don't believe, so just stunning. Right, packs on.
Exactly.
Find what we've got to do. Well, first day in, and we feel like Fiordland's testing us already. It's a bit of a slog up this McDonald Creek. Obviously it's really dry at the moment. There's bugger all trails to follow in the bush over on this side. So we've just sort of come out here to get some fresh air, get the lay of the land, and we will get back in the bush and just keep going forward. It'd be so nice to find a decent deer trail, but they're non-existent at this stage.
Wow.
Big country, eh?
This is a little bit bigger than the Tutakuri.
Yeah, she ain't the Kawekas.
No.
Well, we've been going for just an hour and a half up McDonald Creek. As you can see, it's pretty tight. We've kind of got onto a trail, so we're really trying hard to follow it. And by the look of the contours on the map, the further up we go, the better it should get. So we've seen a little bit of fresh deer poo back there, but no rubs, no scrapes, no wallows yet. So hopefully the action will be in the headwaters of this. So onwards and up. Well, it's 4 o'clock. We've sadly only made a kilometre up the creek, and we've reached the town that's on the map. It's a lovely little camp spot over here. There's kind of a good deer trail in the bush with a few markings on it heading up this ridge. I'm like, do we call it quits and camp here tonight? Well guys, that's getting towards the end of day one. I'm just doing a scouting trip to see what's above this this waterfall for us to tackle in the morning. Doesn't seem to get any easier, to be fair. Really hard to find game trails. There's a little bit of sign down in the bush, but not a lot. So we've got to climb our way up here in the morning and hopefully break out onto more flatter bush plateaus where everyone's saying that's where the stag's going to be. So, well, day one in Wapiti country is coming to an end. Emma's just used the inReach and received a message from Jonty in Wellington, so that's pretty cool. Even though we're in the middle of nowhere, it's quite neat to get a little message now and then. So guys, basically it's coming up lunchtime, so we're just having a boil up cup of soup and we're treating ourselves a bloody a backcountry dessert. So 3 hours, again not quite as hard as yesterday, slightly better tracks, but still tough going. We're almost at the plateau that we want to get to, so pretty cool slip over there. Honestly, we still haven't heard a roar and no real fresh sign in the bush yet. There's not high numbers of animals in here. Well, we've climbed high up above McDee's Creek now. We're going to sidle back down into it. There's a little bit of a breeze behind us, trying to push its way up ahead of us, which is not good. It's the most perfect day. We still haven't heard a bugle or a roar yet, which is kind of odd.
Yeah, see some sign, but quite old.
Yeah, we still haven't seen a thrashed bush or a rubbed up tree or anything, but
Or big wallows.
climbed up above Camp 2. I'm kind of at the base of the slip that guys, I believe, climb up to Harrison Saddle. That's hopefully the slip that we're going to try to climb towards Overhead Cone tomorrow. I was hoping I'd hear some roars up here now that I'm above the creek, but nothing. I've given a few bugles, but not much is happening yet. You just want a stag to start up so you can go and target the bugger. Some nice flats down here, but there's no wallow on them, so there's not much happening at the moment. But it's good to be here, so just keep my eyes and ears open. You never know, there's got to be a stag around here somewhere. So that's just about the end of day 2. I've been for a reasonable hunt up the creek, soldered up on some terraces, hunted my way back. There's a wee bit of sign here and there, but they're quiet, man. Possibly just, it's either too warm or it's just still a bit early. We got excited when we heard one at lunchtime and haven't heard another one. Almost roared myself hoarse, so hopefully the boys are doing better than we are. Oh, man, it would be so magic to be up on those tops now. The weather is perfect, so we'll start off tomorrow. It'll be a bit like climbing Kaweka J for us, so probably going to take us most of the day to get up there if we can. Well guys, it's Monday morning. We're just breaking camp before we head up McDonald Creek, and we're going to try and climb Mount Everest today and get up to Overhead Cone. So it's been a lazy moan from way up the creek. Hard to say how far, but otherwise it's still pretty quiet down here. We still haven't seen a beastie, so hopefully when we get up onto the tops tonight, today will be the day. All going good there, little Red?
Oh, I'm just pumped. I'm waiting to see some animals.
Yeah.
Really, really keen. Hey, have I still got sunscreen all over my
all
face?
over your nose.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just dreaming this morning of
It does keep the sandflies away though.
yeah, cooked smoked chorizzos for breakfast.
Oh.
How good would that have been?
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're not starving to death, so.
No.
Right, onwards and upwards. So we're about to leave McDonald Creek now. We'll go up a side branch of it and hopefully get over to our big slip. The lazy groaner that we could hear at camp this morning, he's either shut up or we just can't hear him because of the noise of the creek. But hopefully once we get some elevation, things might improve. Hurler of a day though.
Oh, fantastic. Golly, those tops look big, eh?
They look good though.
Holy.
When you've been stuck in this bloody Fiordland bush for a couple of days, you just want to get up there.
It used to drive people mad, didn't it? Just being so dark and moody.
Yeah, and this is on a good day.
Yeah.
We just had our first stag roaring. He gave some moans. We've been roaring back. Some helicopters flying around. Now he's shut up. Wind is good. Certainly not fired up.
Well, we haven't had a lot of luck. Just glassing this clearing for a little bit, eh? We had some roaring, some moaning up in the hill just over there. But I found my first trophy. I'm not too sure whether I want to take it home yet or not.
Pick it up on the way back.
I think so. Some Fiordland antlers.
Hopefully we see something a little bit bigger.
I think so. I know.
Very cool.
If you saw that on the hoof, you'd let it know.
Right. We're going to now try and climb up that hill. Right up to those bush edges and then up through the bush. And be up on those sort of open tops tonight. God loves a trier. So it's actually bloody 12 o'clock already. Fiordland travel time just takes so long. And we're only camped 800 yards down the creek. So that's gonna now, well, no, it doesn't get dark till bloody 8-9 o'clock, so we've got all the rest of the day to get up to those tops. It's gonna be a battle, a hell of a challenge, so onwards and upwards. Oh gosh, she's a gnarly old climb up here. It's testing all our handholds.
It's Spider Pig. Does whatever a Spider Pig can. Does she climb? Does she crawl?
It's just lucky, folks, that we've got climbing crispy boots on. That's stag clearings, and we've got to go up here. So we'll keep climbing, eh?
Onwards.
Well, it's is it Monday?
It's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday evening at 6 o'clock, and Fiordland beat us today. We climbed up there for 2.5 hours, and then we got bluffed. We bloody well couldn't make the top, so pretty much gutted. So we've come back down, tails between our legs. There's a lazy stag. Sounds more reddish roaring up the valley, long way off. And we're hoping the one this morning was down here, might start up again, so. But it's interesting, The only stags we've heard have sounded more like a red. We haven't heard anything with a hint of bugle in it yet. So we've got a lovely, beautiful clearing down below us. And if I was a deer, that's where I'd want to come out on. So we're up here, the wind's good. I'm going to start giving some moans and see if we can spark this valley up. Because Team BRB needs some action. Well, all is quiet on the western front. Our valley's just doing nothing. It's been super hot day, so maybe they're just not ready yet. Maybe tomorrow will be our day. Just a wee moan way up the valley. Well guys, we're packed up. It's day 4. We've got one stag making a bit of noise up the valley. So we're going to plod our way up towards Harrison Saddle.
Everything looks super easy on the map, eh? Like...
Yet distance wise this will probably be our biggest day
Yeah.
if we can get there, when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
We are a little bit gutted. We've had in-reach messages from Greg and Dave. They saw a dozen bulls and stags yesterday on the top, so they're having the time of their lives.
Yeah, they are too. Yeah, yeah.
And Team BRB haven't seen a deer yet, so
I know.
it's just Fiordland owns us at the moment, but we're going to fight back.
He who laughs last. That's the one. Hey.
Yeah, well, we've got some catching up to do.
You
So
look a bit down though.
let's get on the track.
Fiordland is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Jeez, it is today.
As in dealing out the hard yards. We're making our way up to Harrison Saddle and we thought, oh, we can hear the river. You know, we'll have a quick look and see where the river is. Might zip down and get some water. But I don't think so, because that's where the river is. So I'm going to wait another couple of minutes. Maybe another half an hour or so.
We've got a stag roaring way up there somewhere in the clouds.
Yep.
He's bellowed quite well, but
Yep.
he's not answering our calls, is he? Not hard out.
No.
Not for us to dump
No.
our packs and go that way.
And it's a long way down there, a long way up the other side. And
We've still got 1.6 k's I
yes.
think up to Harrison.
Yeah,
So it's 10:45. We're just got to keep plodding.
exactly.
If one crosses our path, then
Nice.
it'll be cool, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be that way. All right. We're still travelling up Macca's Creek looking for a cheeseburger. Big slip over here, look.
That's beautiful.
Might give some roars just here. There's got to be a Fiordland moose around here somewhere. Gotta be. Just want to lay eyes on one.
Howdy everybody. Just had a brew. BRB's enjoying a nice hot cup of tomato soup, and I'm having a superfruit soup or two. But got to have a big shout out to Jess and Tommy Monteperto who do the hunt smart.
Yes.
Yes. Damn, it's good stuff.
We've been sweating like little pigs
Yes.
for the last 3 hours,
Yeah.
and to power up on that, it's been bloody
Yeah.
good.
Exactly. Oh, and BRB carried up some cheese and some crackers, and oh my god, that was so good.
We were convinced there was a bloody McDonald's around here somewhere.
Oh,
We were going to have
we were going to
cheeseburgers
drive
for
through.
lunch.
Yeah.
Can't find it. It's as elusive as the stags.
Yeah. Really overcast day. Can't see the tops.
No.
But we're so close to Harrison Saddle, I can taste it.
So close. It's about 800 yards. It could equate to
800 yards in a straight line.
3 or 4 hours. We don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just keep picking.
Yeah. We'll see you there.
Just had our first Fiordland encounter next to the swallow. Gave a couple of roars and something crashed over here, but there's a light breeze just going across. It sounded like a Kenworth truck.
The earth shook.
Yeah. You've seen some of the bloody sized crab that we've seen. They look like elephant spawn.
Yes, they do. Wow. After a massive slog, we've made Harrison Saddle, and it's glorious. It's all misted out at the moment. Swing around to have a look. Oh my golly gosh. But you see those awesome looking tussock plateaus. The BRB's up there scouting around, trying to suss out a camp spot for the night. The only bugger is that the breeze is coming up from McDonald Creek, so it's blowing towards the plateau. But it's so cool to be here. It's glorious. It's kind of hoping that it would lift. Maybe tomorrow might be the day. We'll get some good sunshine. We have to have a good look around. Massive to be here.
Well, we've made Harrison Saddle. As you can see, it's a whiteout. But we've got bulls bugling probably 400 or 500 yards away. The coolest sound. They kind of sound like really big seeker stags on steroids. Amazing. This was worth the slog today to get up here. Just about broke us a couple of times, but we're not sure. We might have 2 or 3 nights here to hopefully hopefully you can hear that. We just want this mist to lift. It's been like this all day today on the top, so sun's got to come out tomorrow. The bulls might come out to play. Well guys, we're sitting in Harrison Saddle in our little boudoir, sipping on a tin mug of whiskey and listening to 2 big Wat bulls down here, probably under 400 yards I reckon, and they're just singing like canaries.
Basically, this is what memories are made of, isn't it?
It's just incredible tonight.
We're going to look back on this and go, remember when?
Yeah.
You know? Far out.
We just want them to start up again so you guys can hear them too. It's just the coolest.
God bless BRB for bringing in the whiskey, because it's very, very nice. It's been a big grunt today, though.
It's only been a tiny amount of whiskey. And we've had a little dram
Tipple.
each night. Yep. So we've got a little bit more down at base where Hannibal Hayes dropped us off. But that's how many k's back down to there?
Oh, far out.
It's about 4 or 5, I think.
Well, it sounds like, oh man, that should be easy, but in Fiordland it takes so long, especially when you're going through swamp and boulder hopping.
Yep, over logs, under logs.
Fiordland's either built on granite, like big slabs of granite, or little pieces of granite, but or it's swamp. There's no nice happy medium, is there? It's just amazing. It's either hard work.
You earn everything.
Yes, yeah.
It's out to beat you.
Exactly.
Right. Well, welcome to day 5. Not a bad morning, to be honest. We've got a wop bull sort of bugling up on that face up there occasionally this morning, which is pretty cool. We had a couple of mallard ducks land in the creek. Came over us right on dark, scared the absolute poo out of us.
Scared Jesus out of us.
Okay, enough from the cheap seats. Shh, shh, shh. And yeah, they came in wings down, obviously, and just they sounded like a couple of Air Force jets. That was after dark. We've got kiwis flying around. I haven't actually seen one, but you can hear them. We had kiwis screeching in the night. So I'm going to go and explore up the valley just for a bit of a nosy. The wind is coming down, so it's good. Kind of want to see how swamp head is. Okay, so stags start up tonight. We need to go and put a stalk on. Otherwise, it's all good in Harrison Saddle. I've got 2 bulls. Up here, they're quite fired up. But I'm having a bastard of a time trying to get up and hear them. Just trying to pull out the GPS and see if I can get up this ridge or not. But man, they're really going to town. Pretty bloody exciting. Just like to lay eyes on them. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Closer, but it's hard to judge the distance. Anyway, I've got a bloody big pack on. I've got to sneak through this bush without making any noise. See if I can get a visual. Coming past. Well, Fiordland just owned me again. So I got within closer than 50 yards of that bull. There was one right up in the saddle and he was bugling, and then this one a bugle back. And this has gone on since 12 o'clock and it's now 3 o'clock. So I got in closer. The wind's been perfect. It's just coming down the valley nicely. Got right in over here. Every time they'd bugle, I'd get a bit closer so I didn't make any noise. I was being sneaky as sneaky, and then I could hear him thrashing trees over here. It's like, man, he was getting wound up. Didn't know I was here. I thought, no, I'm not going to roar at him. I don't want to give the game away. In hindsight, maybe I should have, but a big gust of wind come down the face round to him. He gave a big grunt. I heard him run up the face. I gave a few little moans back at him and started thrashing a few trees as well, but he grunted again and then he just took off up the hill. I could hear the Kenworth truck going up through the scrub, breaking things. That's hunting, man. If you get a bull in Fiordland, you bloody will earn it. And I haven't earned it yet, so. Right, it's about a kilometre back to camp, so little Red will be wondering what the hell I'm up to. But this is not unusual, I suppose, so I'll have a quick scoff, try and get down to this creek, follow it back down to the swamp and back to camp.
Well, that's pretty. It's still raining. We're just picking up. getting ready for the big slog back down the hill. But nice little surprise of blue sky just peeking over the corner there. I'll wait and see if it comes in solo or just decides to go away. Okay.
Watch this. Yo.
Bastard.
We should really be having a cricket match.
Oh shit.
It's just there.
Wow.
Here's what we could do.
Yeah.
You need to point that at me.
Okay. Yeah.
One of us could stay here and roar. The other could sneak in. He's just up on that plateau over there. Literally 200-300 yards away.
Alrighty.
But our major hurdle is this big swamp here, which is just a bastard.
Or that plateau, or just this creek.
No, it's just this creek.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So you can go back across over
Yeah,
there.
you can cross back over and go around.
Okay.
And the wind's not bad.
Alright.
You'd cross over, go out into the plateau and then cut into it.
Alrighty.
So I think the wind is still drifting that way.
Okay. Well, I bags. I stay here. You go.
Good on you. Is that breakfast?
I'm gonna enjoy my cup of tea. BRB's putting a stalk on. I'm gonna stay back here and roar. We'll see whether or not he can get close enough and have a quick look at what the bull's like. We ain't gonna carry down any little ones, that's for sure.
He's up a bit higher than I'd like, but we'll go and have a look. He's answering little Reed's call, so he likes seeker stags.
He's in place. Let's go roar.
Sadly, the bugger's just climbing higher and higher. I can't keep up with him, and I can't bring him down to me. He's kind of stopped answering little Reed's call, so...
He promises he's only gonna be 10 minutes. We'll see.
That's why they grow old, is they're cunning. He's gone high for the day.
Jesus.
He's been down all night, had his little feed.
Yeah.
You can see rubbed up trees and all his tracks and fresh poo. And now he's going up where he knows he's safe.
Yeah.
That's why they're old and big.
He was just taunting us, eh?
Your seeker calls sound really good though.
Oh, cool.
In that distance they sound like a bloody wop.
Oh, yep.
So then there was one that further around the corner answering.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
So what we'd need to do is get out of bed at first light, get over there.
Yeah.
One, stay back here and call, and then he'd answer and you go, right, you're in here.
Yeah.
And then it's a patience game.
Bastard,
But I think the biggest thing I've learnt is
Yep.
what I haven't got in my armoury is a cow call.
Ah, yes.
And if I'd bought AJ's caller, I've left it in my pack down the river because I had to dump stuff because my pack was too heavy.
Yeah.
It had some little cow calls, and that might have tipped the balance and brought in a horny stag
Shit.
or a bull.
Yeah.
But they don't want to fight at the moment. They're just getting ready, I reckon.
Bastard, eh?
Is what it is. Anyway, keep learning, don't you, every
Oh,
time
well, yeah,
when
great.
you're hunting.
Yep.
We did.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
So basically 2 hours since we broke camp. We're quietly making our way down the steepest part of the ridges, and now we've broken back into, I think, McDonald Creek now, proper. And we're going to try and boulder hop down the creek for a while and give the bush a bit of a rest. and then park up somewhere and have a late lunch before continuing down to camp number 2.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw. And we've got more food sort of stashed down there that we left behind, so that's a good thing.
The worms are biting, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But we know there's quite big rain forecast, so we're probably enjoying the last day of sunshine, possibly.
Wahoo! Just stopped for a cheese cracker. God bless BRB for preparing the cheese and crackers, that was pretty damn tasty. And a cup of soup. Feeling really, really good actually, nice and replete. Although we were just talking about cheese cream squeeze just before, weren't we? But good gear on this trip, that's done really well. I'd have to say my Kaweka Crusty boots. I've had these boots for at least 3 years now. And tell you what, they're the real deal and handling it really well. Yours are pretty comfy too.
Bloody awesome.
No blisters on this trip. My trick is to wear a sock liner, a nice thin one, and then a really good quality sock. You've got some possum merino socks that you splashed out for.
So I normally skimp on socks, so I just buy dirty old gumboot socks, and they've always done. This time I splashed out nearly $50 for this pair of socks, which was just like insane.
BRB was like, ooh, expensive.
But tell you what, I've never had such comfortable feet.
Yeah.
My boots feel good, my feet feel good,
Yep.
no blisters, nothing.
Really comfortable.
So,
And here's a something to hark back to hunters of old. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but
an old wool bush singlet basically.
yeah.
So it doesn't stink, it's been wet, but it keeps me warm. I wear it under my raincoat, it's just bloody fantastic.
Yeah.
It keeps my back warm, doesn't ride up when you're carrying a pack. Old
Perfect.
school.
It could also cover as a little black dress too.
We won't talk about
Okay,
that.
all
So
right.
this is,
Oh, onwards.
yes. So we've set up camp for the night, Thursday, and it's just starting to spit. So big push on down the river tomorrow, retrieve Emma's rifle that we've stashed, and get down and try and set ourselves up a decent base camp to withstand the weather that's coming. Maybe throw in a line and try and catch a blue cod. That's a big maybe. But, otherwise we'll hunker down for the night, have a feed, and sit in the tent. So we're just breaking camp on a wild, windy Friday morning, and we've got a 2k trek back down to the sea. The rain forecast isn't quite as bad now. We might get a little bit today, and yeah, we'll see what we get Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Don't be fooled by 2k.
Yeah. It's 2k's of bush bashing. We're going to follow this river as long as we can, or the creek.
Boulder hopping.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then try and set ourselves up a good dry base before the rain really does come. So, and maybe throw in a cod line. There's even talk of mussels down there, but let's not get too excited because
we've got some lemon pepper to go with the blue cod, cooked in a bit of tin foil.
Ooh.
Oh, and some olive oil.
Dehi's really good, but we'd like a change of
Yes.
diet, so
Yep.
let's get going. I'd just like to say, the rest of the Crusty Demons are probably going to call bullshit on this, but I'm actually quite pleased not to be carrying a rack of antlers. Because
Shit, yeah.
I don't know if the old body could hack it.
No.
This is really, really hard yakka, just with my pack,
Yeah.
without something on the edges.
I know.
Yeah, it would have been a dream, would have been nice, but it's just too bloody hard.
Yeah, it does too.
I'm not 18 anymore.
You're right. We made it back to where we camped the first night, eh?
Time for a brew.
Yep, I think so.
And there's a really, really high chance that we'll never ever come back here.
Oh, I'd say so actually.
Only because these blocks are so hard to win, you know?
They are actually, yeah.
It's what, 25 of them, I think?
Yes.
It's a bit of a lolly scramble.
And there's, yep, 6 per ballot, isn't there? And 3 of those, so 4 now. 4, okay. And the weather is basically, the weather is king, isn't it?
Yep.
Depends on whether or not the trip is a winner. Oh, looking forward to that soup.
We kind of feel we might have hit Fiordland in a drought, but the drought's going to break very soon.
Yep.
A lot of people poo-poo the fire maple, that it's just a cheap rip-off of the jet boil, but here's hard facts from this trip. Last Saturday we started on a full bottle of Pro Gas. That lasted us right through till yesterday. So what's that, 6 days?
Yeah.
6 days on one gas bottle, and that's 2 of us having brews for lunch, breakfast, and obviously having lots of bloody Dehi meals at night. So that's pretty incredible, really. We carried 3 gas bottles up, and we're only just started our second one today, so shout out to Fire Maple, you got it right. Awesome.
Holy, holy, holy moly, guacamole. We made it. Woohoo! Woo! How good is that? Here we are.
Yes!
Woohoo! This is Bly Sound. Is that right?
Captain Bly.
Bly Sound. And it's white capping out in the bay. There's birds working out there.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining.
I
There's,
think we've come down one gut too far right.
yeah,
We're probably going to cut around there,
yeah,
find our
Nice.
stash, find a camp,
yep,
get set up before this really sets in,
yep.
and get the cod line out,
Yes, woohoo! Yes.
and break open the whiskey.
I know. Yum.
Come on.
Right.
Oh, sandflies are a biting here at Camp Bly Sound, but we've got set up. It's not bucketing down, so we're pretty damn happy.
Can we train them to just like pick us up and...
Oh, I've got to hurry because they're actually getting me.
fly us off somewhere?
They don't like us North Islanders.
Good grief. Well, they really like us actually.
Yeah, they're probably tasty.
Oh.
Anyway, get set up, get our boudoir and our beds made and unpacked. Might even get a whiskey out and then go and look for these blue cod. You never know. All right, you happy?
And you're not? Clap your hands.
Woohoo! Well guys, we're finally down at the coast. We've got camp set up. We've broken open the barrels. Unfortunately they're not barrels of rum, but they're barrels of whiskey. So we're having an afternoon whiskey and some salted peanuts. Yum! And it's bloody good. Good to have the tent fly up. So weather can do whatever it wants now. And once we sort of get sorted, might sneak down and
I bet your eye looks scary.
see if there's any fishing spots. No, not at all, babe.
Oh.
So guys, it's day 8 here at McDonald Creek. Officially we've got 2 more days to go, Sunday, Monday, but it's meant to be just raining and blowing, so it's not ideal hunting conditions. We can't hear anything roaring around here. So we've put the call out to Snow to see if he can come and get us on this evening's tide. The wind is hopefully going to drop a little bit this evening, so Emma's sent him off an in-reach message. We're just waiting to hear back and see what happens. Could be steaks and beersies at Te Anau tonight.
Hey, got the message back from Snow. Going to be flying out at 8 o'clock in the morning. That means that we need to set the alarm. Because it's basically daylight at 8 o'clock, isn't it?
It is too.
Yeah.
So what time? 6:30?
I reckon so. Yep.
Bloody hell.
Get
So
down to the beach.
And just so viewers at home know, we're set by the tide.
Yes.
So the tide is out. It's got to be lowish tide for him to land on the rocks.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And
yeah.
he wanted to know if we'd shot any good heads.
And we said, hell yeah, 16-point wop, 60 by 60.
Yeah. We said there was lots of bugling on Harrison Saddle. Bulls were too cunning for us though.
Yes.
But bloody good time had. Yeah.
I think we got everything. You bring this, I don't know, we'll find out.
What?
Oh, tents. No, I don't know. It's all good, I'm sure we got everything. I checked it, there was nothing I could see on the ground.